I'd spent my life as a small and medium-sized entrepreneur, and in the latter half, I've committed myself to helping others succeed in their own ventures. We're just beginning to scratch the surface of what it takes to truly build thriving businesses, and what I've learned can save you not only years of effort, but also countless hours of frustration. By understanding the strategies and insights that accelerate success, you can fast-track your growth and avoid the slow and painful learning curve that many endure. There's always a learning curve, but the goal is to leap ahead, cutting down the time it takes to reach significant income levels. In recent years, I shifted my focus to delivering seminars, writing books, crafting articles, and developing programs specifically for current and aspiring small and medium-sized business owners. The challenge is condensing the depth of knowledge I share over days in a seminar into a shorter format, but I trust that you, as some of the sharpest minds out there, can absorb this information quickly and effectively. One of the key principles I've encountered revolves around the power of focus. There's a well-known story about Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Bill Gates Sr. at a dinner party. When asked what the most crucial quality for success is, all three immediately responded with the same word: focus. In our fast-paced world, the ability to concentrate is the defining factor that separates those who succeed from those who don't. Without focus, you're adrift. With it, you can cut through the noise and achieve remarkable things. This resonates with a program I developed some years ago called the Focal Point Program. In it, we brought business owners together and taught them to focus on what truly mattered. We created a system that addressed every facet of their lives: business, family, marketing, product development, competition, and instilled the discipline of focus. The results were extraordinary. Many participants doubled or even tripled their income in just 30 days, simply by learning to focus with intention and clarity. One of the most valuable insights I've gathered through years of study and work is this: the highest paid and most important work you do is thinking. That might seem surprising, but it's true. Thinking, deep, focused thinking, drives your ability to make decisions that have the most significant impact on your business and life. I've written extensively on time management and goal setting, but what stands out is the concept of consequences. Tasks with high potential consequences are where you should focus. Successful people devote their energy to high consequence actions, while those who fail often waste time on things that have little or no impact. One of the greatest enemies to focus, and ultimately success, is our growing obsession with technology. I see it all the time. People glued to their phones, reacting to every notification like it's life or death. This constant distraction pulls you away from the kind of deep thinking that leads to breakthroughs. If your mind is constantly scattered, it's nearly impossible to think clearly and make wise decisions. Over the years, I've worked with billionaires and highly successful individuals. One thing I noticed is that in moments of crisis, they all share a unique quality: calmness. When others around them are panicking, they remain composed. This calm allows their brain to function at its highest level, like turning up all the lights in a dimly lit room. Anger and frustration, on the other hand, dim your ability to think clearly and lead to mistakes. Another important lesson is understanding the two types of thinking: fast and slow. Fast thinking is instinctive, automatic, like when you're navigating through traffic. Slow thinking, however, is deliberate and methodical. For decisions with significant consequences, slow thinking is essential. Too often, we make important decisions quickly, when we should take our time and consider all the implications. One of my favorite quotes from Peter Drucker is, "The worst use of time is working intently on something that need not be done at all." This ties back to the idea of focusing on what truly matters. When it comes to hiring, for instance, hiring too quickly often leads to costly mistakes. The best decisions come when you take your time, assess thoroughly, and hire with care. Thinking is not just about coming up with ideas. It's about making decisions that shape the course of your life and business. To do that effectively, you need to slow down, reflect, and most importantly, have the courage to make tough calls when necessary. Whether it's letting go of unproductive habits or relationships that no longer serve you, the key is to constantly ask, knowing what I know now, would I make this decision again today? If the answer is no, it's time to figure out how to move on. This kind of zero-based thinking can lift a huge weight off your shoulders and set you on the path to greater success. When evaluating someone in their current role, ask yourself, knowing what you now know, would you hire them again? If the answer is no, it's time to act swiftly and part ways. In one of my books, I emphasize that the best time to fire someone is the moment it first crosses your mind. Waiting only leads to stress, complications, and the potential for costly legal issues. If you've made a hiring mistake, own up to it and cut your losses quickly. In the book, The Zurich Axioms, a key principle for success is clear. When you realize you've made a mistake, whether it's a bad investment, hire, or relationship, cut your losses fast. This approach frees you to focus on more productive opportunities. As they say in Las Vegas, cut your losses and let your winnings ride. The quicker you act, the faster you can move on to success. Another crucial area is reviewing your business model. Joe and I discussed something vital: business model innovation. In today's fast-paced world, especially if your business relies on technology or knowledge-based services, chances are your current model is outdated. Being open to change is critical for staying competitive and thriving in an evolving market. Your business model is the blueprint for generating profits, and companies that adapt their models often see massive growth. Some go from struggling to skyrocketing profits simply by evolving. How? They embraced change, adopted a new model, and transformed their business. If you don't adapt, your competitors will. They'll innovate and leave you behind. This doesn't mean your current model is wrong. It may just be outdated. There's always a better way, and as a leader, it's your job to find it. Examine your products, services, and team. Ask, would I start this again today? If it's not working and you can tweak it, do so. But if it's failing, have the courage to cut it loose and move on. The third key is zero-based thinking, especially in terms of investments. Whether time, money, or emotion, people hate to admit loss, but cutting your losses quickly is crucial. If, knowing what you know now, you wouldn't invest in it again, let it go. True progress happens when you remove what's holding you back. Many businesses I've worked with became multi-million-dollar successes just by clearing out outdated efforts, employees, and products. When large companies face tough times, they bring in experts to cut away unprofitable parts, quickly turning losses into profits. The key lesson: cut your losses before they drag you down. Another essential tool is worst possible outcome, WPO, thinking. When making decisions, ask, what's the worst that could happen? And can I survive it? Accepting the worst-case scenario clears your mind to focus on solutions instead of fear. Lastly, understand the principle of constraints. Between you and your goals, something is always holding you back, and often it's internal. Ask, what in me is causing this problem? The good news is all business skills are learnable. Figure out the one skill that could double your income and make mastering it a top priority. Your success depends on it.